Hello everyone, Enoch here. Now in this video, I'll be sharing the rationale and approach behind incorporating station rotation in my primary 4 math class. Now before sharing the two approaches I use to implement station rotation, it is important for you to know my class profile because it really determined how I implemented station rotation. Now in my first example, I followed the station rotation model which is outlined by Catlin Tucker. Now, students have already been introduced to the concept in a previous lesson. So therefore, the primary objective of this lesson is to provide opportunities for students to develop and showcase their understanding and achievement of the success criteria that you see there. Now, students were grouped according to their readiness level and they moved from one station to another as a group. Now, they were given 12 minutes at each station so as to allow them to go through all three stations within that 1 hour lesson period that I have. Now, let me now briefly explain the activities in each station. For the online station, students made use of GeoGebra to visualize how to add and subtract fractions. Now, they were required to solve a given question on their own before using the GeoGebra to show them the steps and to visualize the concept behind adding and subtracting fractions. Now, at the offline stations, students practiced questions in their workbook to strengthen their understanding and to show achievement of the success criteria. Now, to get immediate feedback on their answers, students check their answers in SLS. Now, when the number of tries is set to greater than 1 in SLS, students will know that their answer is wrong, but the correct answer will not be shown. Now, in this way, they can actually try again and again until they get the correct answer on their own. Now, I feel that this is a more efficient way compared to waiting for the teacher's feedback when we mark, especially for these kind of close-ended questions. Yeah. Now, finally, at the teacher-led station, I differentiated the tasks for each group. Now, for those struggling learners, I used the time to reteach the concept in another way, while the other groups learn how to subtract a fraction from a whole number, which is an entirely new concept for them. Now, to ensure that students know what to do at each station, a group leader for each group was appointed and given an instruction sheet that you can see over there to tell them which station to go to and what to do at each station. I also had a timer which rang every 12 minutes. So when the timer rang, students know that it's time to move. So this approach significantly reduced the confusion in the classroom as students no longer needed to sought clarification from me directly. Now, I actually observed students asking their respective group leaders for the instructions itself. Next, I will share a very different approach of implementing station rotation. So this time round, I implemented station rotation for the entire topic of squares and rectangles, and this spanned across many different lessons. So my students needed to achieve these 3 success criteria that you can see on your screen. In order to fulfill each success criteria, students were required to complete the same 3 stations, but all of them in the same sequence. Now, the difference this time round was that they were given the autonomy to work at their own pace and to work independently to complete all 3 stations. Now, in order for them to progress to the next success criteria, students had to show their mastery at the current success criteria at the teacher's table station, which is where I am. Now, to enhance student engagement and to actually provide a more visual representation of their progress, I actually implemented this approach where students were encouraged to charge up their learning of squares and rectangles by pasting 2 stickers onto their designated batteries for every successful achieved success criteria. That means once they can get it, and I say, okay, you have achieved the success criteria, I'll pass them 2 stickers. They will run to the chart that you can see on the screen. They'll paste the 2 stickers on their battery. Now, in this way, I was able to see visible excitement among students when they were able to stick the stickers. Now, this motivated them to remain focused and to do their best to attain each success criteria. Yeah, so I trust that by sharing my experience, you have gained valuable insights and inspiration to explore station rotation with your own students. Now, believe me, station rotation has proven to be highly beneficial in fostering student engagement and facilitating effective, active, blended learning that we all need for our students. So I encourage you to embark on this journey and witness the positive impact it can have on your students' learning. Thank you.